Hey everyone, in this video we're going to be covering the 5 ranges of combat. I'm going to be using Mr. Gus here and possibly Mr. Bob a little bit to demonstrate these. But these are the 5 basic ranges of combat. There's some overlap and there's some different areas that you have to consider as you're going through these, but we're just going to cover the 5 basic ranges real quick. The first range is our projectile range. That's where I'm back here throwing stuff at Mr. Gus. This also includes long weapons, okay? Flexible weapons that you can reach out there with, or spears, swords, something like that. Your long range would include some of those weapon ranges, okay? Because we don't train a lot of weapons here at this dojo, we don't cover that very deeply until after you reach the black belt level and above. But your first range is going to be your projectile range. Second range is going to be your long striking range. That's where we're using our kicks, even some of our longer punches to get in there and do some damage, but we're reaching out there, we're fully extended, not able to do as much damage necessarily, but we're fully extended there, and we can get some of those larger, speedier strikes coming around and striking our opponent. The third range of combat is going to be our close striking range. That's where we're up in here close, maybe even in the clench, okay? And we're throwing things like elbows and knees. Now this range transitions very quickly into the standing grapple. In fact, this is where you get most of your overlap here. You've got your standing grapple and your short striking range, and those are kind of the same thing, same range. They're just different aspects of that range, but they are considered different ranges. So your elbows, your knees, your body punches, your uppercuts, those short punches, short strikes, headbutts, things like that, those are all in your short striking range. Then you end up with your wrestling or your stand-up grappling range, okay? So we're still standing, our feet are on the ground, all 3 of his, okay? We're here, maybe we're trying to throw each other, maybe we're pulling on each other's ears or something, I don't know, okay? Maybe we're throwing some of those close range strikes, but our goal is to control the other person's body. This can be from the front, it can be from the side, and you can even be maybe doing things like chokes from the rear, okay, or trying to do throws from the rear. Regardless, both people are standing, okay? Finally, number 5, we have what we call the ground. Now the ground encompasses a lot of different things. When you're on the ground, you can do striking, right? You can be down here doing some pretty intense ground and pound, but we're both on the ground, or one of us is maybe partially standing, but we're dealing with control positions primarily. Striking becomes a little bit less of a primary goal when we're on the ground. So maybe I'm down here trying to keep a good side control, always trying to get that position before submission, whatever it is here. Maybe I'm doing an arm bar or a kimura or a choke or something like that. There's all sorts of stuff that happens down here in order to control an opponent on the ground. So again, your 5 different ranges are projectile range, boop, long striking, short striking, standing grapple, and finally, the ground. Hope that was helpful for you guys. Hopefully you understand those a little bit better now. Keep training, keep growing.